Hi, these comments are for MT. I'm Michael from OTC Online TOEFL Course.com, and I'm not 100% today. I got a couple of days behind in my grading. I got my Pfizer shot. You can see that. And yesterday and today, that it's making me sick. So I got the shot about a month ago, and it also made me sick. I got sick both times when I got both doses. So I apologize. I'm not 100%. I read the essay. I'm scoring you at 4.0 out of 5, 25 points out of 30. I might go just a little bit higher. Let me read it here. The author in the reading passage provides, I'm going to get rid of the preposition, 3 advantages for applying the policy to charge particularly high taxes on cigarettes as well as unhealthy food. However, the speaker in the listening passage thinks that all those 3 advantages can be challenged. First of all, the author claims that increasing the taxes on cigarettes and unhealthy food can discourage people from buying them, thereby reducing these unhealthy activities. Exactly, you pulled it off. Nice sentence structure. In contrast, the speaker argues that the high taxes on cigarettes will only force smokers to buy cheaper, low-quality cigarettes which contain, I think you want to say here, not contains, right? Because it's cigarettes, plural, so this should be plural, more harmful ingredients and further worsen the smoker's health condition. And that is also the case for unhealthy food. That high taxes, asserts the speaker, will not keep people away from junk food, but will only leave people less money to spend on healthy food. Second of all, according to the author, it is financially fair for the smokers to pay more in taxes to buy the cigarettes because they need to pay more to cover their own expenses. To illustrate, this is where we got to make some corrections. The smokers are unhealthy eaters. I'm going to put prone, I think. Are more prone to get sick. And then make this so that it is unfair to have them contribute the exact want to put exactly the same towards medical costs as those non-smokers or healthy eaters. Conversely, the speaker disagrees with the author inasmuch as it is unfair for people from lower ranking families. To be more specific, those high taxes, I'm going to change this to whether they those high taxes, whether or not they are for cigarettes or unhealthy food, explains the speaker, will add an enormous amount of financial burden to those people with low incomes. Maybe make this plural. Finally, the government, states the author, can benefit from the high rate of taxation on cigarettes, which increases the revenue so that the government can invest more into I think we need an adjective here, can invest more into beneficial public welfare. They can invest more or can offer more public services. So I think this needs to be the base form of the verb. That's a parallel structure problem. So let's look at it again. So can invest more into beneficial public welfare or offer more public services. So I think that's going to make this a parallel. However, the speaker believes that the government will become dependent on those revenue incomes from cigarettes I don't think you need that in there. Because if you're using that, you're probably using it either as an adjective or a noun clause connector. In either case, you're introducing a subject and a verb, and you're not doing that. Notice, in order to maintain these revenues. So let's see, we'll become dependent on those revenue incomes from cigarettes in order to maintain these revenues. The government may reduce the effort in banning smoking activities in public indoor buildings or decrease the number of radiant smoke measurement devices in public parks. I'm not sure what you're trying to say here on that. Okay, so I think if we look at the rubrics here, I think the 4 is pretty good. It says a response is scored at this level if it has more frequent or noticeable minor language errors, as long as such usage and grammatical structures do not result in anything more than the occasional lapse of clarity or in the connection of ideas. So I think you did have some problems with some sentence structure and some word choice issues, and that's why I scored it the way I did. Let's check out your grade level here. What do we have? Whew! 15.1. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Is that impressive? Boy, you are a great writer. So your grade level is 15.1. Your average sentence length is 28.9. My goodness, but when you think about it, you're kind of integrating, right? You're integrating information, the main points from the reading and the listening passage, kind of juxtaposing those things together. Wow, your writing is through the roof. Woo! 15.1. So I think, I mean, I can't give you 30 on this, but I think you just have to be careful sometimes with your word choice and make sure you're getting everything down and not making too many grammatical problems. And I really think you have a great shot at scoring over at least 28, maybe 29 points out of 30 on the writing. Wow, what a privilege to read your writing.